guys, I'm Chetna from Food with Chetna, and I'm here to show you how to make my favorite bread, naan, in 3 different ways. Caramelized garlic, which adds a lot of flavor to the dough. Spicy onion mix, which goes on top of the naan. And then Peshwari naan, which is going to be stuffed with pistachios, almonds, raisins, just crispy on top and really nice and soft underneath. All these naans work beautifully with all sorts of curries. It's absolutely delicious. Right, so we're going to get started. And for that, we need 300 grams of plain flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, 3 teaspoons of olive oil. We're now going to knead it with some whole milk, 150 ml, and we're going to add it slowly and then just bring it together. This dough is good for 6 naans, so if you have to make more, then you can just double up the quantities. So now that the dough is together, we're just going to move it to the work surface and just knead it for a few seconds. So this dough can now rest for up to an hour, and we're just going to cover it with a damp tea towel so it becomes nice and soft. And in the meantime, we can get going with our toppings. Get the cloves out. We're going to peel these cloves. These are added to the naan dough, which makes it really sweet and packed with flavor, and that will just add so much depth to the plain naan. Now, all we need is a pinch of salt, a pinch of sugar, and drizzle of olive oil. This goes in the oven at 200°C for 15-20 minutes, but we'll keep a close eye on it. Already smells so lovely and sweet and smoky. So this is really nicely cooked, and you can see it just squidges out. And it's going to taste absolutely delicious in this naan. Now, to roll them out. And I'm going to just divide this into 6 portions. And just going to get a few of these garlic and squash it into the dough. And just knead it all in and roll it all out. Now the shape totally, absolutely depends on how you want it. Round, oval, no shape. Don't worry, it's all good. So this one's done. I'm just going to grab a baking tray, sprinkle a tiny bit of flour on top, place it on here, and I'm going to do exactly the same with my second garlic naan. I've got the grill ready on medium heat, and this will go under the grill for a couple of minutes, but don't leave the room at this time because you need to keep a close eye on it. Oh, look at these. You want to put a tiny bit of butter. And now I'm going to prepare the filling for the Peshwari naans. Take just a handful of almonds, raisins, and pistachios, obviously out of the shell, and also a tiny bit of sugar, any light brown sugar. And that's the filling for a naan. I have got a griddle pan for this because that's another way you can make your naans. And for that, I'm just going to roll one of the portions and add a little bit of our lovely filling, roughly fold it in, and then we're going to roll it out. Pan's really hot now, and this naan can go on top of it. I'm going to flip this over. Oh wow, look at that. And I'm going to top this with some butter as well. So this is our final naan, plain naans. Going to go under the grill again for a couple of minutes on each side, and I'm going to prepare the onion mix, which is going to be a topping. So just an onion, thinly slice it, I'm also going to get one chili and just finely chop this as well and just cook it on low heat till they are just beginning to caramelize. So the onions are looking really good, but it just needs a couple more minutes. Add some salt to taste, and I have also got some amchur powder. This is dried mango powder, and it just adds a bit of sour flavor to the onions. So the onions got the sour from mango, but they've also got this hit from the green chilies. So it's a fantastic combination. So the plain naans are ready, and I've just topped it with our onion mix. Lovely sweet onions which are going to get the heat from the chilies and the sourness from the mango powder. Delicious. And just to cool it down slightly, we're going to drizzle a tiny bit of yogurt on top. Yeah, these are all ready to be served now, but what I really want to try is these garlic naans, and I've got this special chutney to go with it, which is mint and coriander freshly made chutney. And if you want to see how to make it, you can find the recipe on my channel Food with Chetna, link just here. That is really, really good. It's so refreshing. So many flavors going on. Caramelized onion, the herbs from the chutney. This is all delicious. But if you want to try a really nice curry to go with these naans, then do try the chicken tikka masala, recipe link just here. And you can go crazy with the toppings. You can add and stuff it with anything you like, and top it with different flavors, spices. Do give these a go, and if you want to try more Indian recipes or some cakes and bakes, then find my channel and do subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon.